Hi all, welcome to another LeetCode problem. In this problem we will see confirmation rate, which is a medium standard problem. Here we have two tables, signups and confirmations. In signups we have user ID, which is the column of unique values. That means this user ID is the primary key, and within the confirmations we have the user ID and the timestamp. Together these are the primary keys, and within action this is of type enum, which have the values confirmed and timeout. Okay, so each row of this table indicates that the user with the user ID requested a confirmation message at the timestamp that confirmation message was either confirmed or expired without confirming. The confirmation rate of a user is the number of confirmed messages divided by the total number of requested confirmed messages. The confirmation rate of a user that did not request any confirmation message is 0. Round the confirmation rate to 2 decimal places. So in this particular signups table, right, we have the user ID and we have the timestamp, and for the confirmation table we have many users ID with their respective timestamp, and these are their actions. So for a particular user ID over here we need to find out the confirmation rate. So if you look at user ID, let's say 7, right, for user ID 7, all three of them, for the three actions at different timestamp, it is showing confirmed status, right? So the confirmation rate is 1. That means 3 by 3, which is 1, right? Total number of confirmed cases is 3 by total number of cases for this user ID is 3. So 3 by 3 is 1. Similarly, if you look at for 2, one of them is confirmed while the one is timeout. So it will be 1 by 2, which is 0.5. Okay, and for 3 and for 3, if you can just see, both of them are timeout, so the number of confirmed cases is 0, so 0 by 2 becomes 0. And if you look at user ID 6, user ID 6 is present in the signups table, but it is not present in the confirmation table, right? But still we have to display the user ID 6, okay, as 0. So this actually gives us a hint that we need to use left join, okay, and we need to link it with the help of this user ID. So let us see how we are going to use this. Okay, so first and foremost, what I need to do, I need to find out the count of every confirmed cases per user, right? So how we are going to do that? So let us go ahead and let us write the query. We will say select the user ID, okay, and then we will use a case statement. Case when the action is equals to confirmed, right? When the action is confirmed, then we are going to say that this is 1, else we will give this as 0, and we will say this as actual count. So wherever we have confirmed, right, I have placed that as 1, the rest of them will be 0. Okay, so in that particular case, if I go ahead and sum it on the basis of the user ID, if I group it on the basis of user ID and sum the actions, then I will find out the total number of confirmed cases, right? So that is the idea. So I will go ahead and I will say from confirmations, correct? Because it's on the confirmations table. Okay. If I go ahead and if I run this, it is going to give me that user ID and the values. Okay, see, actual count is 0 0 1 1 1. So wherever there was confirmed, it is showing me 1, right? So this I have got. Now I am going to store this inside a temporary table with temp as, okay. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say select user ID, okay, and then I'm going to find out the sum of your actual count, actual score count. Sum of actual underscore count as, let's say, total, or let us say total confirmed count. Okay, if I go ahead and if I say this from temp, okay, and then I group it by the user ID, correct? I will group it by the user ID. Then what I will get? I will get the sum of all the confirmed cases. If I go ahead and if I run this, you will see I will get the sum of all the confirmed cases, right? 3. But I need to also divide this by the total count, right? Then only I will get the confirmation rate. So what I will do, I will divide this by the count of the user ID, okay? And not only that, I will have to also round it to 2 decimal places, correct? And now I will say that this is the confirmation rate, right? Confirmation rate, correct? If I go ahead and if I do this, you see I've got the confirmation rate, correct? Now I need to include this 6 also. So how I'm going to do it? I have to use the left join in that case. So I will say comma, and I will store this also in a temporary table, temp2 as this particular value. And now what I will do, I will say select s.user_id. This is for the signups, okay? And I will say select t.confirmation rate. This is from the temp2 table, correct? As confirmation rate from signups as s, left join, right, temp2 as t. On. Now on, within on, what I will do, s.user id is equals to t.user id, correct? If I do this, I will get the confirmation rate. If I go ahead and if I run this, you see what will happen. If I go down, you see it has included the value 6, but it is now giving me null. It's not giving me 0, it's giving me null. So how to get this value as 0? I will use the if null function. If I use the if null function over here, and if I say comma 0, it will go ahead and it will replace this null value. If it encounters a null value, it will replace that with 0. If I go ahead and run this, now this should give me the answer. It is accepted. Let us submit. Let us submit again. Okay, so this has given me a runtime of 814 millisecond. It's beat 13.9%. If I go ahead and hit on run, right, submit, right, you see it has given me 6 times. So actually don't believe on this particular runtime, right? It depends upon the particular execution time at that particular period, right? Because this particular problem, the solution is pretty efficient. It was earlier, it was giving me around 89% efficiency, okay? But anyways, this solution is working, okay? And that's all that matters. So if you really found this solution quite helpful, then please don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel, and please don't forget to press the bell icon for notification. Thank you.